What's going on, guys, and welcome to today's video. And today, as you can see, we have two Ram TRXs here, but we've got the 2021 first year truck and a 2022 here. I thought we'd just do a little quick walk around and see some of the differences between the two model years, because the 2021 obviously was the first year, and the 2022, they've made a few little changes. So I thought, like I said, we would walk around, see the differences, and see, is it worth waiting and ordering a 22, or is it fine to find an existing 21 that's out there? Or if you're looking on the used market, what are you giving up to buy the previous 2021 versus the 2022? And there's not too many changes with the two trucks, but there's a few kind of cool little changes that obviously we'll see. So I'll grab you guys and we will kind of walk around and take a look at these things and see what all they've done for the new 2022 TRXs. Now, one of the things I'm not going to be able to show you, at least in person, is the new Ignition Orange limited edition. I'll throw a picture here up on the screen of what that truck looks like. It's got some unique machine-faced wheels. It's got kind of a fully loaded optioned package, kind of like the launch edition was for the 21s, but it's kind of a cool color. It's a bright color, at least, but it's a little bit special like those launch editions were on the 21s. Now, one thing obviously you can't really tell because these are both sitting here is this later built 2022 has the new revised part number springs to fix some of the TRX lean that these things were known for. Obviously the driveway is not very even, but these early 21s, or excuse me, all of the 21s and some of the 22s have the same part number springs left and right. So with a full tank of fuel, they lean onto the driver's side about a ½ inch, causing the TRX lean. Now, I've got a buddy that just picked up his new 2022 TRX, and it did not have the new part number springs on the truck. But don't let that be an issue causing you to go buy a new 2022, because you can take it into your dealership and have them swap out to the correct heavier part number springs on that driver's side of the vehicle to fix the lean that these TRXs are known for. So not really a big feature, but something I noticed as I was looking at this new truck. Now, kind of another cool feature that they've thrown on these is aluminum pedals. And again, not a massive, huge thing, but you do kind of have some cool aluminum pedals with some rubber little tread blocks in between on your brake and throttle pedal. The throttle even has a cool little monogrammed Ram name logo there at the center of the pedal, versus my 21, which just has some boring looking normal rubber and plastic pedals from Ram. And again, not a game changer, not a deal breaker. That's obviously something that you could buy after the fact and put on your previous 21 truck if you so loved those aluminum pedals. Now, one of the things that I am kind of jealous about and maybe wanting to try to purchase and install on my 21 is the new 2022 Ram lighted tailgate handle. And you may be going, what are you talking about, lighted tailgate handle? But let me show you. And now obviously we are in the sunlight, so it doesn't look terribly impressive, but under the tailgate handle you do have a light that shines down, and again, in the dark you'd be able to see, but it shows down onto the ground really nicely. It's kind of a cool feature, and yeah, it may be something that I try to add to my current truck. You'd obviously need the whole tailgate handle assembly. There's going to be some wiring involved of some sort, powers and grounds. Who knows? Maybe it's not feasible, but and again, it's just a light, but it's kind of a cool little light. When you lock and unlock, you've got that illuminated approach lights that light up, and it just looks a little bit more special. As we can see on my 21, that is where that light would line up on the new truck tailgate handle. Kind of a cool feature. I don't know that that's really been talked about too much on the new 2022 TRX or Ram features, but something I noticed on my walk around of this thing. Now guys, last but not least, or at least the last big massive thing that is staring you in the eyes when you are jumping into a new 2022 TRX is the new Uconnect 5 radio. So if you're a 21 and back Ram owner or a 21 TRX owner, you're going to kind of notice all of this looks a little bit different. You have selectable driver modes there up on the screen that just popped away. You can have multiple different driver profiles that can be configured for different drivers and different people. If you've got multiple people driving the truck, you've got Alexa, internet connection, voice search, but all of this is just way more configurable than the Uconnect 4 system. You can go in and add multiple pages. You can change the layout of the screen, and just all of your pages have a little bit of a different look to them. Now, that's not to say the Uconnect 4 system was bad. It's just a new updated system that is going to work a little bit differently. Now, this is the included navigation, but with the new Uconnect 5 system, it does include wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. That's one thing that the Uconnect 4 system is lacking because you have to be plugged in with USB. So the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto is a really, really cool feature regardless of the new look of the software. And again, back to the radio, you've got all of your different apps, everything that you kind of have in the previous Uconnect 4, but again, it just all looks a little bit different. Now, my buddy, like I talked about with that new 2022, has already let me know that this new Uconnect 5 system is very glitchy in its early stages. There's supposedly an update coming out in the end of December or somewhere around there that will hopefully take care of some of the glitchiness. You can't really go in and change the drive modes from the screen, but you can change them from the hard buttons there on the dash. So a little bit of glitchiness with the first rendition of this Uconnect 5 software with the TRX, but they're gonna have software updates. It'll take care of it. Just bear with Chrysler, bear with Ram on them coming out with the new software update. Because once all of that is taken care of, I am very, very sure that system is going to be really, really cool. And like I said, a little bit more configurable than the old Uconnect 4 system of the 21s. Now, pricing did go up just ever so slightly on the new 22s, but I believe that price increase came with a few more standard options. A few of the things that were options on the 21s, they just kind of pushed onto the level 2 equipment group, the 19 speaker, and I believe the technology group with the heads-up display and that digital rear view mirror. So those things that were previously optionable are now standard, and I think that's obviously some of that price increase. So no, they didn't just increase the price and give you nothing else. You kind of got the options forced on you, I guess, if you will, but they're all kind of cool options and kind of fun to play with. Now, crawling under both trucks and crawling in both trucks, I see no differences underneath. I see no revised suspension underneath. I see no revised exhaust. Everything looks identical to the 21 trucks. There's nothing drastically different other than, like I said, the newer spring part numbers already installed on this later 22 truck to fix that lean. Under the hood, everything looks completely identical to the 21. So you aren't missing or gaining any big, massive suspension engine changes with your 22. It's just adding a few more cool little features onto the truck. So guys, let me know, did I miss anything on the new 22 trucks? Do you have a 22 TRX and I've forgotten some big, massive thing, but I think we've hit all of the big things here on the differences. But like I said, let me know down in the comments, would you get rid of your 21 for a 22 with the new Uconnect 5 and those few little things? Or are you in love with your 21? You wouldn't get rid of it, and I'm kind of in that boat. The new Uconnect 5 with some of its configurability would be really fun. That lighted tailgate handle though, I may have to try to add that to this thing. Just, it's cool. It's a cool feature, and I may need to try to retrofit that on there. So maybe we'll see a video later on in the channel with adding the 2022 lighted tailgate handle. I don't know, we'll see. But thanks for watching along on another TRX video. And guys, as always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.